Okay, it is 7:02, so we will call the meeting to order. This is the regular meeting of Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West, held in Council Chambers at 216 Main Street West, Swan River, Manitoba, this 27th day of September 2022 at 7 p.m. Present, myself, Deputy Reeve Blosha, in Chambers, Councillor Foster, Councillor Pierrepont, and on the telephone, Councillor Wills. Absent with prior notice is Councillor Kushniryk. We also have Sheila Hawkins with us this evening, as well as Jeremy Bergen, and in the gallery, Meredith Salama. Okay, first resolution be it resolved that notice of absence submitted by Council Member Kushniryk regarding the regular meeting of Council held this 27th day of September 2022 shall be accepted as received. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. All in favor? That is carried. Next resolution be it resolved that the agenda for the regular meeting of Council held this 27th day of September 2022 shall be adopted as presented. A mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Wills. Any additions requested? There being none, call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution be it resolved that the minutes of the regular council meeting held on September 13th, 2022 be adopted as presented. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Pierrepont, seconded by Councillor Blosha. Are there any errors or omissions? Hearing none, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Moving on to general business, 4.1, the Benito Cemetery expansion. Be it resolved that the quote dated September 6, 2022 from Vulcan and Cheques surveyors for field survey and staking out of new plots for the expansion of the Benito Cemetery be received, and be it further resolved that Council accepts the proposed plan and quote for the expansion of the Benito Cemetery, and be it further resolved that the CAO is hereby authorized to initiate the project, start, and make payment as per the quote. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. Any discussion, questions, comments?
That's expanding it out to the north, eh? Yeah.
Okay, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution, whereas the members of Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West have reviewed and approved the content of the amendment to the Tendering and Procurement Policy number G-7. Therefore be it resolved that we do hereby adopt amendment number 1 to Policy G7, or number G7, entitled Tendering and Procurement Policy. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Pierrepont, second by Councillor Blosha. Any comments or questions? If not, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. .3, the resolution reads, whereas the owners of part of the northeast 1/4 section of 223627W, CT 308 5700, in brackets R14100 and R3500, have made an application to subdivide their property. And whereas proposed parcel A of 16.15, existing 80 acres, is located within the Municipality of Swan Valley West, and proposed parcel B of 1416A, existing of 24.42 acres, is located within the town of Swan River. And whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has reviewed said application, file number 4193-22-7709, along with the letter received from Community and Regional Planning dated August 31st, 2022, and have no objections to proposed parcel A as long as the required conditional use is obtained. Therefore, be it resolved that we do hereby approve the subdivision within the municipality of the aforementioned property, provided all conditions and requirements set out in said letter from the Province of Manitoba Community and Regional Planning Branch are met, and be it further resolved that the proposal for parcel B requires approval from the town of Swan River. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any questions or comments on that resolution? Not, I'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution. Whereas the owners of part of the southeast 1/4 263529, roll number R230400, have made an application to subdivide 32 acres of their property. And whereas the Council for the Municipality of Swan Valley West has reviewed said application, 4193-22-7676, along with the letter dated August 23rd, 2022, from the Community and Regional Planning, and have no objections to the aforementioned subdivision. Therefore, be it resolved, we do hereby approve the subdivision of the aforementioned property, including all conditions and requirements set out in said letter from the Province of Manitoba Community and Regional Planning Branch are met. Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. Any questions on this subdivision? Not, I'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, we move on to number 5.1. The resolution reads, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. General Cheques number 18096 to 18123 in the amount of $130,519.12. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. Any questions on any of the checklists? Or any checks on the checklist?
That 18,117 there. It says cash on hand, EF transfer.
Sorry.
117? Yeah, I think that's money transferred from one account to another.
Right.
Okay,
That's what
okay,
it
that's
said.
what it is. Sure, no, that's all I need to.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I had one just a minute. 18098, so that came in under what the quote was then?
18 what, Carrie?
18098
I don't know what the quote was.
was quite a bit more than that.
That may not be the total billing either.
Okay.
Not sure. Typically,
It had said that if they didn't take as much time, that it would record accordingly in the payment. And I see that maybe it didn't take as much time,
could be.
because that's about $800 less than what was quoted, which would be nice.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the only question I had, if we knew.
Anyone else? Hearing none, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Direct deposit payments, numbers 550035 to 550057 in the amount of $16,717.23. Do we have a mover, please? Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Pierrepont. Any question on that? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Next resolution, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following payments. Payroll payments checks number 4319 to 4337 in the amount of $28,181.55. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Pierrepont, second by Councillor Foster. Any questions on that checklist? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried.
Thanks.
Next resolution, be it resolved that Council of the Municipality of Swan Valley West hereby approves the following electronic funds transfers. Transfer to US dollar account for $300,000 Canadian. Number 2, a 2015 Freightliner delivery for $26,1957. The import GST on the 2015 Freightliner fees for $15,391.38. And number 4, 2015 Freightliner purchase for $286,288.68. Do we have a mover for that? Moved by Councillor Pierrepont, seconded by Councillor Blosha. Any questions? Not, we'll call the question. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, moving on to number 6.1, zoning bylaw number 0102-22, proposed amendment. There are sections there to be amended, as you see: general zoning bylaw, adoption process, planning act, etc. Have you had opportunity to review all that or not? I don't know what your thoughts are, but this might be better brought back to the table when James is here, our CAO. I don't imagine you were schooled on it, were you?
I'm up to date on.
Oh, you are?
So this is for individuals that have applied to place a second dwelling on their property for a family member. So the only way we could allow such a thing to occur is by amending the bylaw for a secondary residence.
And we do have some of those underway, right?
I think that's gonna become a more popular thing. The only really outstanding question is if the use is only for family member, how do you police such a thing? And at what point, if they're going to sell that property, then where would that come back and fall into place again? So these are considerations that you have to think about for going forward. And then they've provided a drawing of where they want in this specific situation, but of course we would have to determine the clearances and the ways for every other property going forward if that comes about. Not to be just styled after this one particular request. So there's a little bit more work needing to be done on this
Okay.
as far as decisions. And that we would probably be able to have by the next meeting, I would suspect.
Yeah, I would like to see it definitely go forward, and if they follow all the, they follow all the rules that have been set out. I don't see why we wouldn't want to make it happen. That's my,
Yeah, I think they're trying to get it before winter time set up there.
Yes, it would be who's gonna determine the minimum requirements. And- Right.
Yeah.
And then the actual definitions of a secondary dwelling. Do we want to narrow it down for family members only or leave it open for secondary dwelling, no matter who it is? So that's a big consideration, that one in itself.
Yeah, if it's for family members only, when construction is applied for, probably the safest thing to do would be to have them commit to a signed document verifying that they understand that it is for family members only, and should the circumstance change, then they might be subjected to subdividing or whatever, just to make sure that there are some.
Yeah, well, you
Some
have to,
rules.
because
Yeah,
And make it incumbent upon them to let the municipality know should there be a change of circumstance. So the CEO doesn't have to go out there and check every year.
No, because assessments only go on every couple of years.
Yeah.
Voters list update, then we definitely know who's where, but that's not every year either.
Okay, so you can review those at your leisure and give us some thought. And be prepared to address it next meeting. 7.1, do we have a letter from
yeah,
someone?
it's in, you can open it on the third attachment. Or second attachment, sorry.
This is the first letter, is the first one.
Okay.
That's the draft response that you opened.
Oh, that's fine.
I had put it from Councillor Pierrepont, just because that was the ward area where the letter came from.
Yeah, I agree with that letter.
Sounds good to me, too.
Yeah. Darryl, sound good to you?
Sure.
Is that it right there?
Sorry.
Sure.
Some reward.
I wonder if they're aware that there is bins at the landfill, Bozeman, which is a lot closer than Benito.
Yeah, I was
That should
wondering
be,
why that wasn't included. in
that should be added into that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Because there are 4 bins at the landfill in Bozeman. And they are open 3 days a week.
Okay. And then I'll just get in touch with you when it's ready to sign.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, if everybody's in agreement with that letter, we'll move on to the next one, which is the committee reports and communications. Councillor Wills, you can go first, seeing as how you're on the phone.
Yeah, no committee reports from me to report.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Foster.
No, I don't have any
Okay, thank you. Councillor Pierrepont.
I attended a meeting with, this morning with the union on starting negotiations. And that is the only one I have, other than a couple ratepayer concerns of water flooding.
Okay. Thank you. Councillor Blosha.
I attended the transportation meeting and
Of course you did.
the health foundation meeting as well.
We also had a shared service.
Oh, yeah.
And we did have a
Shared
shared
service.
That's
service.
right, we all were at that too.
Yeah,
That's right.
Thank you.
so I don't have my sheet in front of me, so.
I attended the shared service too.
And trans meeting.
No, I wasn't at transport.
So,
Okay, and myself, I also attended the meeting this morning with the union. We're off to a good start there. Also a shared services meeting with the town of Swan River and transportation committee.
Oh boy. Chicken scratch again, sorry.
Okay, resolution reads, be it resolved that we do hereby accept the following verbal reports regarding council committees and communications. Councillor Wills had nothing to report. Councillor Blosha had transportation meeting, health foundation meeting, and shared services meeting. Councillor Pierrepont attended union negotiations, ratepayer concerns, and
Regarding water.
flooding,
yeah.
as well as transportation and shared services.
Shared services, yes.
Councillor Foster had shared services,
Yeah,
and that was the only one.
that was all I wanted, yeah.
Okay, and myself met with the union, shared services, and transportation meeting. And didn't have any meetings,
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have a mover for that resolution, please? Moved by Councillor Blosha, seconded by Councillor Foster. Any errors that I made there? Seeing as how we did it, the way we did it?
I think we did
You're
it
pretty
pretty.
happy, okay. We'll call the question then, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, that gets us through the first part of our agenda. Come to the point where we now open the floor to anyone in the gallery via telephone or in person here that has a question on anything regarding what was discussed on the agenda so far this evening. Any questions or comments? Jeremy, go ahead.
I was hoping you could just briefly touch on what the amendment to the tendering and procurement policy is.
What number is it?
Gee.
Do you have it in front of you?
4.2.
4.2?
So it's right at the top.
Okay, it's a 4 or 5 page amendment or the tendering and procurement policy. It goes everything from authority, the preamble, the principles, the purpose, the definitions, the request for proposal, the scope, procurement guidelines, delegation of approvals, methods and process for procurement, advertising bid opportunities, tender openings, awarding of the tender / quotation, procurement accounting and management, procurement reporting system, and the process for selling certain surplus capital assets.
Quite large portions of it have been reconstructed.
Yes, it provides more guiding information on how to follow the policy as opposed to just setting the procurement limits. This actually takes you through it step by step, so.
Okay.
it's-
It just has a more detailed process written out in the bylaw itself.
Yeah.
Or the policy, I guess.
Like she says, it shows more so that you know you're following,
Mhm.
not just yeah,
Not just rough guidelines.
no, each section has been
Mhm.
specifically set out now.
Okay, thank you.
That. Any other question?
No.
Nothing? Okay, as is usual, we'll take a 10-minute recess and I guess we go in camera first, don't we, here? That's what we've been doing. Resolution reads, be it resolved that pursuant to section 152 sub 3 of the Municipal Act, council shall meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussions in camera regarding personnel matters, negotiations, and preliminary discussions. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Pierrepont,
I'll second.
second by Councillor Wills. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, we'll go to 10.2. Resolution reads, be it resolved that pursuant to section 152 sub 4 of the Municipal Act, this meeting shall be reopened to the public. Mover, please.
I'll move.
Councillor Wills, seconded by Councillor Blosha. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, resolutions arising from in-camera discussion. The resolution reads, be it resolved that the Council of Swan Valley West does hereby approve the draft rural water agreement between the town of Swan River and the Municipality of Swan Valley West as attached. A mover, please. Moved by Councillor Pierrepont, second by Councillor Blosha. Any discussion? Not call the question, all in favor?
Yes.
That is carried. Okay, is there anything further from anyone?
Nothing from me.
I'm good.
Okay, next resolution reads, be it resolved that this meeting shall now adjourn at 9:11 p.m. Be it further resolved that the next meeting is Tuesday, the 11th of October, 2022 at 7 p.m. Mover, please. Moved by Councillor Foster, seconded by
I'll
Councillor
second.
Pierrepont. All in favor?
Yes.
That is carried.